We've got a nice warm edition of Taste Tahoe here with Chef Steph and Moise from the Ridge Tahoe. As always, love cooking it up here with you in the Lake Tahoe Television Studio. Butternut squash soup. Delicious with a homemade broth. Give the viewers the rundown.
I just put a little of my fresh herb oil, kosher salt, fresh black pepper, throw it in, roast it at about 425 for about 15 minutes. I don't want to get really small stuff because I really like them to keep the flavor in.
Right.
And if you get the really big ones, sometimes the outside gets brown before the inside releases its sugar. This veg stock is basically 2 onions, quartered, peeled, 2 shallots, chopped, just big chunks, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 stalk of celery, 1 head of fennel, 1 bunch of leeks, 1 bottle of white wine, because you gotta have white wine, bay leaf, and some peppercorns. And the vegetable stock is not like the other stocks because you're trying to get protein out and flavor into it. This actually only takes 45 minutes to bring to a boil and then do a simmer. What I do is I always put the liquid on the bottom of the blender first. And you can use a food processor. It's just this has a higher RPM and it really goes well. And you can really smell the vegetables. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 50-50 to start. And then if we need more, and then just adjust. And then we just put it on high and we let it go. So what I'm looking for, Mike, is I'm looking for it to be very similar to, it's pourable, but the main thing is that everything is released its juices.
Got it.
You can always pour more stock in if you want it a little more runny. You can always put more the sweet potato in, or the yam, or the butternut squash in it if you're looking for it, but it's got that really nice consistency, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna finish seasoning with a little kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. And I'm gonna blend it one more time and we're good to go. You know, just give that a whiff.
Oh my.
And all the flavors are out and rolling. So then we're gonna come over here and we're just gonna pour it in a bowl.
Oh yeah.
And it's smooth and it's creamy, but it's got weight to it because it's holding up.
Yeah, it holds its form very well.
And that's really important. And then what I have is just a little bit of cream. This is creme fraiche. You can use sour cream. It really doesn't matter. But what I'm looking for is it balances the plate when you go white on the color of the soup, and if I can get it off the dish, which is actually cool because I'll just swirl it. And you just always roll in readjustments. But what this cream does is it brings a depth because it has fat and protein on it, and it gives it one more layer. And roasted butternut squash soup.
Gotta love it. It's as easy as that, folks. Very simple and warming for after the slopes and the trails out there. That's how it's done with Chef Steph and Moise from the Ridge Tahoe. We'll be back after this break.